Yes, sir. We're about to go live. We got 13 minutes on that right there. So, you know what? While we here, I could fix up this overlay while we here. I'm gonna do that live. Do that live. Let me see. Hopefully it ain't. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's fit. It's fit. What's good? What's good? Xbox better, baby. All day. Now, Iron Lords was supposed to go live. We supposed to do this as a team, but some business stuff came up, and that is not possible. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live for you because me personally, gotta put the chain on too. You know, on God, man, on God. Me personally, I want to see this. So don't worry. I'm gonna be showing it now. I'm gonna do a part like where you're gonna be able to see the whole screen of it. So don't worry about it. We got 12 minutes to share it out. I'm gonna share it out. Then we're gonna talk about the state of everything as we see it. You know, I personally feel that everything is everything is changing, bro. Everything is completely changing. You know, oh sweat. Like yo, let me see. The title. Ah man. Let me see the title. I thought I put the E in there. I mean the I in there. Thought I put the I in. I wasn't being rude to y'all. I wasn't being rude to y'all. Thought I put the I in there, bro. I wasn't being rude to y'all. And I know dudes is probably like, King is being mad rude. No, I'm not being rude at all, bro. All right, just stop it, B. Stop, just stop it. Stop being messy. Dudes out here is rude, son. I put update. Why you ain't updating? All right, did it update it? Should have updated it. Yo, what's good? How long is the state of play? I don't know. The entire state of play is just Yotei. Yep. But we're going to be talking about it. We got 10 minutes too. So while we got 10 minutes too, we're going to talk about it, right? Uh-huh. We're going to talk about what's the next games we see coming over. Like, I honestly think this is the end of exclusivity. So, all right. So I'm going to read some of the whatchamacallits that I got going on here, right? I'm going to read some of the super chats. Well, some of the member comments that I had got, and we could talk about this, right? Because a lot of what's going on was chilling. What he said, I left the stream on IP up and just put the comment section that was being done here to help you with people. Oh, blessings. That's what's up. All right, so let me tell you. All right, I'm gonna read you some of these joints because we got how many minutes? We got 9 minutes. All right, so let me read you some of these joints because these dudes be highly disrespectful, right? Let me go to these. Let me go to these. I don't understand. Okay. I say, okay, so it was like a Game Pass is unstoppable, right? And this is Miguel. I don't understand this upside down world we live in where they were saving money is a bad thing. He put glizzies out for Phil, hashtag glizzies out for Phil, making sure I don't have to pay for full price. On God, why should I care about $1 trillion companies aspect of how they save money. Like, why should I give a damn? I don't care about that. That's not my problem. Like, that's their problem. That's a them problem. That's not a me problem. That's a them problem, right? And if you put a service together and I'm part of that service, well, then I expect everything that's inside the service, right? Me personally, I got PlayStation Plus, but I feel that the service is garbage. Be real with you, it got some good aspects of it. Really, my son never played PlayStation. So when I gave him the PlayStation 4, he got the PlayStation 4 Pro, he got into the ecosystem. He had the whatchamacallit, he had the Plus, right? And then he got the PlayStation 5, the Plus, he has the high tier or whatever, and he's able to play the games. So, but he really doesn't play it as much as you may think. So he's basically one of the reasons. We got 7 minutes left, right? PlayStation is better. Okay, one dude said, "How is Xbox?" The name of the topic is how is Xbox crushing PlayStation without even dropping a big dog. PlayStation is better. I have both, and I play PlayStation more. And I think that's more of a whatchamacallit, right? I think that is more of a subjection, right? Like, it's subjective. Me personally, I like Xbox better. I like the ecosystem better. I like the gaming better. I just like it from a consumer standpoint. I think the Xbox is a better product. I think the software that's inside the box is a better product. Quick resume is undeniable. What is it? Smart delivery. That's a even greater thing. It's different things to me that allow me to realize I believe that it's a superior product. Now, some people may say that they think that the PlayStation is a superior product. It's not for me to try to convince you. You find value in trash. Like, some people may find value in trash. I don't find value in trash. I find value in stuff that I like. So a lot of times people may not find value in, they think that the PlayStation is a superior product. It's not for me to try to convince you.
Hold on.
You find value in trash. Like, some people may find value. Sorry, my bad. I'm doing both. I'm moving back and forth between both that and this. We got 5 minutes left. All right, so we're gonna see exactly where this is at, right? All right, so I said, dude was laughing at my Magic the Gathering session. If anybody saw the Magic the Gathering that I had up there for members, I let it loose for the public. It was up there for members for a minute. I let it loose to the public for a while. All right, so I got to give a community spotlight, and I'm going to show you the community spotlight. And the people that contribute the most in the comments for all the videos that go up. We got 5 minutes. Nunya the Kid with 242 comments that he's left on all the videos that go up. Gotta give a shout out to you, man. I salute you, soldier. Alien ISO Gamer Pod with 193. Right? Sora the Wise with 15 comments. It must have been top rated that people actually responded to. We have Teddy P with 139 comments that he's left throughout the whole thing. I want to give a shout out to everybody that's there. Jackson, Raymond, King Henry, Boss Red, B Leaf, Jason Raymond with the $2 super chat, Pony's Pocket Watch, and the $3 trillion company, which is crazy. They're almost at $4 trillion. And, give a shout out to NVIDIA for becoming the first $4 trillion company that we have now. We're doing it with hardware, software, and services, right? But Microsoft is right on their heels with trying to close that gap. All right, so we have WaxDat 88,000 with the 290 comments that he's left. Now, everybody else, Rashid Shadow. First of all, let me salute you, Rashid. You left 1,893 comments. Since I've been doing this, You have been a staunch supporter and watching videos and leaving comments, and I want to salute you. I respect you. Thank you so much. That Ninja with 1,856 comments that you've left, which is crazy. Y'all hit the goal of what? Oh, yeah, y'all hit the goal of me eating that glizzy on Saturday. So Saturday, I'll be eating the glizzy live. Boss Red, that's what's up. Everybody's trying to figure out where Frank Kent is. Frank Kent is in the background. Frank Kent left 906 comments on all the videos. We have the Runham. Now, this guy is a pain in my side. If there was a delete button on a dude, I would delete him, bro. But I leave him there because he's definitely on every video. 755 comments. The level of hate that I received from this dude is legendary. Same thing with Frank Kent. I got haters that show up just to hate, to be the most hater that you ever gonna see. Let me see. We got Stephen Kennedy with 739. And then right there, we got Boss Red 77 with 245. I got to give a respect to you. We got Ninja Squirrel 30 with 231. Kane Airsoft with 193. Peel 34 with 190. And Carolina Gamer 28 with 184. We got 60 seconds to start. We about to get busy. I know you guys, he said, I'm getting out that nice Demon Slayer game. Now, first of all, I'm going to bust your ass in Demon Slayer. You talking to the wrong person. I already got it downloaded. I'm already going to be playing. I'm about to switch it over, guys. As soon as it switch, I'm going to put my old Hollywood Rules with 182 and Fee Marie, my lady, with 183. Haven't seen Fee in a while. Kind of miss it. I'm trying to keep all my female demographic because there's few and far between. So we definitely want to make sure that, you know, and if y'all see your name scrolling at the bottom, I want to give y'all a shout out for your scrolling at the bottom. I'm going to do an update this month and get that up there. Pause. Yeah, you got to get, I'm going to get washed. I'm going to bust you upside your head at it. You are not built for that, bro. I'm going to let you know that right off the rip. Off the bat, you ain't built for that. So, all right, it's getting ready. It says getting ready to start in a second. Soon as it starts, I'm going to click over. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to give y'all commentation in between. But most likely, we're just going to listen to it. And this, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what we want to see. What's our expectations for game sales? Because we know if it don't sell, it's coming to Xbox. I would like the original Ghost of Yotei to come on Xbox. Shout out to Nixus. That's my heart. They do wonderful work, and I appreciate them, right? What's up, Ani? My peoples. So I'm probably going to open up the chat after this, have people come in, talk about what they see, what they like, what do they think is going on with Sony, what's happening. All right, we got a couple of seconds. Another PlayStation 4 game. I feel that. I feel that. All right, here we go. Don't worry. I'm gonna take my face off. The situation. I'm gonna take my face off. The situation. I ain't gonna hold you. That joint is mad loud and crazy, bro. But don't worry, my face ain't gonna be there. What y'all gonna see is y'all gonna see this. You're gonna see it just like this. Boom shakalaka. Full screen, full face. Why? Because that's what you like. Pause. That's what y'all here for. Y'all here to do the full face blasting. Yo, speaking of full face blasting, pause. Let me tell you guys what's going on. Me and Dip Down Anime did whatchamacallit today. We did Kaiju number 8. I'm up to episode 10. And if anybody knows Kaiju number 8, you know the red kaiju showed up, right? Hold Alt and trim your picture. Nah, I don't want to be in the scene. I want them to see full face, boy. Nah, I don't want them to see this. Nah, I want them to see the full joint. I can do Alt and trim my picture down. I don't want to do none of that. I want them to see the whole joint. I don't want to take up nothing, boy. I don't want to shrink nothing. I want them to see the full joint. Pause. You're going to get it all. This is Xbox Frontline News where you get it all. We give you the full, bro. We ain't going to cut it. We ain't going to splice it. We ain't going to mix it up. We ain't going to... Nah. You're going to see the full video here, bro. Whether they like it or not, you're going to see the full video, right? That's what y'all want to see, right? The whole part of the reaction is to see my face. This dude, yo, I'm going to tell you right now, man. This dude, I'm telling you right now, he is annoying, bro. Where's the whole Alt? Hold Alt. Nah, see? He messing my joint up. Why is it on starting soon? It's here, boy. Not the starting soon, boy. Get that back there. Don't want that. I want this. See, Attic is that's a super chat goal. That's the video work right there, man. And he's in my business, man. I hate when he's in my business, boy. Let me see something. Oh, it's because I got a lot. My bad. Bow. All right. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to shrink my little black behind over and put myself in the corner over here. All right. I'm going to put myself right here in the corner. Hopefully I don't take up too much of anything. But anyway, you said it better not have a dry story. I hope it don't have a dry story. Pause. I hope it don't have a dry story. But listen. I want to know what we gonna get. Like what games we gonna get after this, right? Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, I got a minute 15. Let me see something. Let me take that off. Let me push this. Addict always trying to. You know what Addict is doing? Addict is making me a better gamer. I mean a better streamer. That's what he's making me, a better streamer. You know. So that way y'all get a chance to see me. See what he want is, he want dudes to be able to clip me. What up, Yotei? Yobi, what's good? 45 seconds. We about to get the countdown. Y'all want to hear the music? Because it's trash. I think the music is trash. I'm just saying. He said, Mongo this and Mongo that. Mongo this and Mongo that. Bro, we ain't gonna sit here and hate on Ghost of Tsushima and act like, oh, hold on. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Xbox got punched by a sucker.
Hello everyone, this is Jason Connell and Nate Fox from Sucker Punch Productions. Ghost of Tsushima was an honor to be a part of. And today, Nate and I get to share more about our next game, Ghost of Yotei. We'll be sharing how we've crafted the game around exploration while keeping Atsu's tale of vengeance front and center.
It's just a
We'll
story
also
of
talk
the
about
Hateful
Ghost
Eight.
combat and how it's evolved. And we'll introduce for the first time some new special modes of play. But let's start things off first by talking about a Japanese folk legend, the Onryo.
The Hateful Eight. It's just a take of the Hateful Eight brought to you.
The people of Ezo believe Atsu is and Onryo, a wrathful ghost bent on revenge. And they're half right. Atsu doesn't care if she lives or dies, so long as she can punish the Yotei 6, a ruthless gang who slaughtered her family. After 16 years in the South, she's returned home to put their spirits to rest.
So this is not playing on PlayStation 4, right? This is just PlayStation 5 only? I'll be mad as hell if this is available on PlayStation 4.
It's warm memories of her family that propel her forward. When Atsu returns to her childhood home, with the push of a button, you can experience those cherished times.
Oh, so you're able to go back and forth.
By giving you the freedom to explore Atsu's past, the wound of her loss becomes personal.
That's why it didn't come out the same time
It's that
as
pain
Assassin's
that
Creed.
pushes her forward.
What up, Twine?
Hunting down the Yotei 6 is a near impossible task. She'll face 1,000 blades. But the Onryo is relentless. And with each
This
victory,
is Xbox Frontline.
the ghost story around her grows.
So this is just a story of the Hateful Eight turned as the Hateful Six. Shout out to Japan. See you soon.
Ghost of Yotei focuses on player freedom more than any game Sucker Punch has ever made. But it's also a game that at its heart is inspired by so many of our favorite wandering samurai films. So let's start off by talking about exploration at the edge of Japan. We all have different playstyles, so we set out to make an open world game that lets you drive your own experiences.
I like that.
Whether
The
that's your
red.
curiosity to wander, your thirst for combat, or a deep
It looks
desire
like
to stay
more of the
focused
same.
on the story. As you explore, there's an underlying clue system that invites you to new adventures in new areas of the game that could be appealing to you. If you interrogate an enemy, choosing to ask about the Oni, you could uncover a landscape
so
scarred
you
by
can-
fire
you can
with
threaten
bold,
people.
samurai-like enemies to fight and abilities for Atsu
B.
to
Lou,
unlock.
it's good.
Or if you ask about the Kitsune, might lead you to an area filled with snow and deception, enemies that ambush you, and new ninja-like tactics to study. Atsu draws cards for each clue to keep track of all available adventures.
Oh, it's a card
The more
game.
you play, the more the game unfolds for you.
I think all games should be
As she makes
$50.
progress against the Yotei 6, her legend as the Onryo grows.
I wonder if Quentin Tarantino is mad at this.
Drawing the attention of deadlier foes.
Are you lost?
I'm looking for some old friends.
She said, are you
The
bugging?
Yotei 6.
Show her the door.
Yo, put his hands on his shoulders.
There is a hefty price on
So what's up,
Atsu's
love?
Now, Atsu can also hunt down her own bounties that bring her all around the
Why
land.
do all
This is
PlayStation
a
people
lucrative
sound like
way
Mark
to make some
Cerny?
money to fuel her vengeance quest.
R&B with the $5 super chat. I guarantee it sells less than a first. It's a glorified DLC. But let PlayStation have their one game a year. WBG sends their regards. Yo, R&B, you're not lying, B. You're not lying. You're telling the absolute truth, B. I haven't seen anything that shows me that is completely different. And they gotta show that, right? They gotta
In a
show
world
something
of
different.
Altars of reflection.
You know the wildest part about this
unlocks a new ability
is he's right.
to help her on the journey
Because it
ahead.
won't sell as much because the PlayStation 4 helped sell Ghosts of
They are
Tsushima.
fun to find on their own, but
Then
for
they
a quicker
remastered
route, you
it.
can always buy a traveler's
And then they
map
had to sell
from
it to the
cartographer.
PC. And next is gonna be Xbox. So I think that they're
Ghost
gonna
of
announce
Yotei
at some point in
isn't
time that
going
this is
to
coming to
rush you through
Xbox.
anything. You can choose what motivates you most. But we think the best way to play is to simply pull out your spyglass, find something
I'm just
interesting
waiting
on the
for him to
horizon,
tell me to lend me your
and
ears.
enjoy the ride.
Let's ride.
Yo, is it me or is it the frame rate sucking? That ninja with the $2 super chat, the frame rate don't look all like that. It don't look buttery smooth. They should have put this on a pro. If this is a pro, holy yo. I ain't beat the first
lands
game either.
around Yotei
I got a whole
are
story about
fast.
that.
It's not about checking it all off. It's about engaging in the content that gets you excited.
Oh, it's about the puzzle games on the
Embrace
side.
that curiosity and let
Did
the
she? Was
wind
she butt
guide
naked
you
sitting
on
in the
your
water? Mastering that blade. Ooh wee. Gotta master that
Ezo is a
blade.
dangerous place. Atsu always wields a weapon. As for which, that's up to you. Will you choose a katana, spear, a surigama,
That's my
odachi,
joint.
or dual swords?
Oh, I'm either
Each
dual
is
sword.
uniquely effective
or-
against a
or
particular
that
enemy
bolo
and has
joint.
their own set of upgrades to discover and master.
Plant Saito banners.
I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna hold you. The frame rate don't look
Let's
good,
see how
son.
she uses these weapons in the field, searching for leads on Lord
Maybe
Saito.
it gotta be my, cause it's at 7. Oh, let me see if I can put it at 4K. What happens?
From our soil. The soldiers needed more to free you.
It ain't do a damn thing.
Inokichi steals our crops while our families starve.
That's my joint. That's what I would use. That bolo, son, with
Atsu's
the
no
knife.
samurai or ninja. No.
Bolo
She's
knife.
a lone
Look at that.
wolf mercenary who'll use every advantage, every dirty
Where
trick
did she pull that
to win
spear out
fights.
of? Where is she hiding the spear? Where is she hiding these special weapons? Do she have Hank Pym's particles? Pym particles?
Combat has the feel of a classic samurai movie.
If she pulls
Every
out that
motion
long
counts.
sword,
It's
I
about
want to know where the
lethal
long sword
precision.
come out of. Look. It might be YouTube bitrate. I doubt it though.
If an enemy swings hard, Atsu can lose her weapon.
Oh, they
But
can knock
if
the
she's
weapon out
quick,
your hand.
She can disarm them.
Yo, you said she's Scorpion. Get over here. Yo, tell me this don't look like you can do
Choose
this
the right
in
weapon for the job.
Assassin's Creed
To
right
fight a
now.
massive enemy, her huge Odachi blade is best.
Yo, this is PlayStation if you didn't buy Assassin's Creed. Where did that long blade come from? Where did she pull that blade out of? This is PlayStation stream. This is PlayStation stream, so don't.
Looks like the
This
one in
ain't
charge.
Twitch. Sorry. You can try to boost it all you want. This is PlayStation stream. And as you can see, I got it at 4K. I can do 1440 and 60. Let me do that. Maybe 1440, because it ain't gonna do more than 1440 anyway.
Blades are great, but ranged weapons work too. And Atsu's got an arsenal.
And my stream, I'm not Wi-Fi, so my stream is tethered straight in. I got a gig up and a gig down.
Hunter.
My bit rate good.
Ghost.
Thrown weapons like kunai, bombs, or even blinding powder can give Atsu an edge.
Yo,
When enemies switch weapons,
I want to
you'll
know
have to
where
adapt.
she
Dual
hides the
swords are
weapon.
best against spears.
So this is like rock, paper, scissors. You gotta match the weapon up against the weapon.
No more.
Tell me what you know about Saito.
Uh-huh.
Atsu doesn't always fight alone. She'll meet several allies on her hunt, including a mysterious wolf.
She got a timber wolf. This is the biggest upgrade. This is what Assassin's Creed don't have.
Atsu can set
Is
up
the
camp
dog.
under the stars of Ezo.
Unless they do got a dog, and I haven't even played it
But
that far
she's
yet.
not always alone.
Hey, friend. Share your fire with the traveling peddler?
What are you selling?
A mask said to be cursed with the unpredictable nature of its previous owner.
Camping under the stars is a great way to rest up, play your shamisen, or cook to ready for a fight ahead. It's also designed
that
to help
fish.
bring important
I just
characters
cooked that
and
fish
upgrades
today.
straight to you. In fact, in place of the journal menu from Ghost of Tsushima, we've
I had
opted for a more
fish,
character-driven way of
potatoes,
managing allies
little
and
bit of
vendors
eggs.
you meet in Ezo.
Delicious.
Over time, Atsu grows to have her own wolf pack. And here, you can keep track of when a sensei might have a weapon skill for you, or when a vendor has something unique to sell.
This reminds me of PlayStation 3.
Managing upgrades,
Remember when they used to save on
when to buy what
resources,
can be a burden
and
in a big
instead of
open world game.
polygon characters, they would
At
put
campsites,
2D characters?
Members of your wolf
Yo.
pack can catch up with you, offering upgrades
Yeah.
and unique items. This
He
helps
said,
ensure you
"I get it
have
on the
every
Steam sale."
opportunity to upgrade and prepare for Atsu's vengeance quest ahead. You don't have to leave where you're exploring. The game comes to you.
Now we get to the where they really did it at, customization,
While
right?
exploring Ezo, you'll discover all sorts of new armor, charms, and gear. Perfect for building up Atsu around your chosen playstyle.
Do you got kunai?
Are you stealth, ranged, or melee focused?
Oh, I will
Find
shoot
and
your ass with
combine the
arrows all
pieces
day.
that are just right for you. And of course, customize the look of your armor and weapons. to
You could
make
be
sure that
sassy.
your version of
You gonna
Atsu
be sassy?
looks and fights just the way you want.
PlayStation got sassy with it. That's why they didn't want Jinchikai no more, because they wanted to get sassy. Oh, look at all the sassiness. Not actual gameplay, but a lot of sassy. It's real sassy with it.
The score of Ghost of Yotei is incredibly special to us.
Better than Flute Man. Remember Flute Man?
Our amazing composer, Toma Otoa, has created a mashup of Eastern instrumentation with Western flavors, brought to life through an exciting collaboration of many talented artists.
でこうダウンビートまで
They
If you like
sampled
what
his
you
voice,
heard,
son.
We're releasing 2 tracks.
He said, "I'm a
featured
sensitive
in
samurai."
Today's State of Play on your favorite streaming service immediately after the show.
Turn up, son. His turn up skills is ill, son. They got special modes. It do look flat. I ain't
The
gonna
digital
hold you.
photography community for Ghost of Tsushima is incredible. We're
They
happy
want
to
you to
have
be
photo mode
sassy.
back in Ghost of Yotei and look forward to seeing photos from your journey.
This is Ghost of
across Ezo.
Sassiness. Sassy Ghost.
We want playing through Ghost of Yotei to feel like stepping inside of your
Awesome.
favorite classic samurai films. So, from the
Awesome.
beginning of the game, we're happy to offer a full Japanese voice track with full lip sync that you can play with subtitles.
That's when the frame rate really shines. You saw it? Do you see it? When they cut it in half, the frame rate look better? That's it right there. That's where it's at. That's where the frame rate is.
狼の姫一人残らず息の根止めたと
Shut up, Addict.
また会えたな刀鍛冶の娘
覚えておけ。アツだ。
To take the feeling of stepping into a classic samurai cinema experience one step further, we are honored to once again partner with acclaimed director Akira Kurosawa's estate for Kurosawa Mode, which emulates his classic black and white films. For Ghosts of Yotei, we wanted to celebrate 2 other influential directors who have had an impact on the genre as a whole. First, we've partnered with Takeshi Miike, director of 13 Assassins, for a mode that puts the camera closer during combat for a more intense, raw experience along with increased mud and blood splatter. And lastly, we've partnered with
You want it,
director of
Addict?
Samurai
You gonna get it.
Champloo, Shinichiro Watanabe. Turn this mode on to listen to some original lo-fi tracks directed by Watanabe himself.
You want it, you gonna get it now. Should have mind your business, but you want to put yourself in the business, right? All right. Oh, no, that's good. B. Lou,
There's so
King,
many
you
ways to make
gonna
your Ghost of Yotei
lab
playthrough
that
your
Clips
own.
album dropping
But
tonight?
no matter
Nope.
how you play, here's one way to experience Ghost
listen,
of
I'm gonna
Yotei
be working
that
when
is
it comes
sure
out.
to be special.
And I'm gonna listen to it. He did drop some stuff that I wanted to hear, but I don't like that every time he drop, he gotta start off with controversy. So I'm gonna see. Yo, mind your business. Is it demon? Oh, that looked dope. But you know, why don't they just sell you the wings? Why don't they just sell you the wings? Why they gotta
Today,
sell your
you've got a
console?
glimpse into
Because they know
Atsu's
that the
hunt
game ain't
for the
gonna sell.
Yotei 6.
That's what it is. They want people
Forge
to buy
your own
it, so they're
path
gonna
while
bundle the
discovering
game
the secrets
with
of
the
Ezo.
limited bundle. So let's say they produce 2 million of those
Survive, you'll need
things,
to master a variety
and they're
of
gonna
weapons,
bundle the game
using
with it to say that
lethal
the game
precision
sold 2
to
million.
Overcome the odds and take revenge
Right off the bat.
as the on-rail.
Oh, you
Ghost
already know
of
they
Yotei
rental games,
comes
son.
out on October
They're the rental
2nd.
console.
Thank you so much for watching.
We appreciate you, bro. We appreciate you showing us this, boy. First of all, I'ma bust your ass in Demon Slayer, but we ain't talking about that right now. You're on a whole different wave right now. Keep the game in the chokehold, King. Facts. Facts.
PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation. Get up out of here, son. PlayStation, get up out of here. All right, so if y'all see the goal at the top, Addict right here. I'm gonna be playing Demon Slayer. Y'all about to see that. R&B was good. So hold on. D Molly with the $5 super chat. Keep the game in the chokehold, King. Blessings. And R&B with the $2 super chat. If we had to do is see Jen cheeks, I want to see her cheeks. Yo, I don't know about Jen cheeks. I ain't see Jen cheeks. I ain't finished that game, son. So, what are y'all thinking of it? Like, what do y'all think of it? It looked like DLC. It do. That's a full price game. Like to the best of my recognition, your recognition, that's a full price game? It did look like DLC. Yo, I may say something controversial, but isn't Assassin's Creed looking better than that shit? Like, don't Assassin's Creed look better than that though? I mean, Hold on. Okay. Hold on. I just want to see something, right? Is it the same 1440p? Right? All right, hold on. All right, check it.
Only Lord Ieyasu can protect you.
Now,
On God, check
He
it.
killed a Kogan.
Check
and
it.
Saved my life.
This is out right now, right? This is now, right? This is right now,
The
right?
man serves many oaths. You know this just as well.
This is out right now. This is not later. This is now, right now.
That on the courier.
I got
on
this
my way out to
right
Riga.
now. Karen, raisin potato salad, member for 5 months. Soldier V rank. I salute you, Soldier Demon
is
Slayer.
this possible?
Xbox PC day one.
All I know
I
is
got
my
Demon
desire to
Slayer
show it
1. I'm gonna be playing it,
My
and I'm gonna
final
beat
duty
Addict
to my
ass.
old
Seriously, that's what that goal is. Live on Frontline Gaming Streams, and we're gonna get part 2. We got part 2 coming. But yo, listen, look now. It's running smoother.
You run to your doom, Nagato. It is too late to be ready.
It's running smoother. Look at the village. Look at the village. You say I'm coping. You say I'm coping. Listen, bro. This is out right now. You get to look. Look at the peoples. Look at Nobunaga. I'm just saying. They can't delay the game. They need a game for a year. They got 1 game per year, bro. They got 1 game per year. It got to come out. But my question is this, right? This game is out right now. Right now. Does this game look better?
My people.
Yo, look.
My village. Everything destroyed. This is what's fueled me.
Look.
Why I need to make sure it never happens again.
Look.
Look, I've almost finished.
Later, Junjiro.
It is done. The two
Let me
They thought them.
I want to get to the fight. I want to get to the fight. I want to get to a fight.
I need to clear the way for Satatame to follow.
Woo! Y'all ain't got big boy style over there. I don't know, yo. I don't know, yo. I don't know, yo. I don't know. Oh! I don't know, yo. I don't know. I don't know, yo. Look at the switch outs. She got her Riz up too. Oh, look at the ninja style.
Better to keep out of sight.
I'm just saying, yo. Oh, look at the bushes. Out the bushes on the grab back stab throw. I'm just saying, yo. All right.
That's done. Where are you?
I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying, yo. Game me at $2 super chat. You're going to lose just like Naruto inviting L. Yo. Bro, I bust your ass in Naruto. I'm going to beat your ass here. It ain't nothing different. When we were sitting next to each other, I was better than you. I'm going to be better than you later. I'm better than you now. I'm going to be better than you in a fighting game. Just go ahead with that. But I'm just saying, yo, on God and them, does Assassin's Creed look better? Does the horse movement look better? Please. Yo, you know what? I'm opening the chat up. I'm opening the chat because there's no way I can do this alone, bro. There's no way I can do this alone. I need the chat open. I'm gonna have the chat open for a little bit. Just jump in there. If you want to tell me what you saw, maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I'm bugging, boy. I mean, maybe I'm bugging. Listen, the link is in the description. Jump inside. I'll talk for a little bit. It ain't no show tonight, so you might as well just talk right now. Tomorrow we got Fight Night Fridays. It's up and it's stuck, and y'all know what we do over there. We put hands and feet on people like Attic. We put hands and feet on people. I'll probably be playing Demon Slayer 1 over there. Put hands and feet on people, man. That's what I'm going to do, man. Put hands and feet on people. But jump inside the chat. Tell me what y'all think. Like, maybe I'm bugging. Like, am I wrong? And you know, the PlayStation dudes in here is gonna cope, but they're not gonna jump over inside my room and tell me what they see. They ain't gonna tell me, right? They ain't gonna tell me. They're gonna sit there. They're gonna talk crap. They're not gonna jump
Like,
in. Hold on.
am I wrong?
Let me mute that. Let me mute that. Y'all not jumping over, and it is what it is. But Ghost of Yotei, did you see anything here that made you want to pre-order? Why does PlayStation have to nickel and dime you when they can sell you the wings for your console? Just take the wings off and put on the new wings. Why are they doing that? Like, why can't they just sell you the wings, bro? And how long before Ghost of Tsushima is announced for Xbox, do y'all think? How long do you think? Do you think that Ghost of Tsushima is announced within the next couple of weeks? Because, let me tell you, this game must not be pre-ordering at all. Because this is like the third time they have shown this game, showed you the pre-order date, showed you when it's launching. I mean, showed you that it's up for pre-order, showed you when it's launching, and they keep coming back. This is July, bro. Like, you could have did this in September, right before it's about to launch. Like, why now? Why is it necessary that you are pushing it now? I don't understand. Like, but again, I have Assassin's Creed. Now, I'm gonna finish playing my Ghost of Tsushima, and I picked that up on Steam. Now, okay, let me tell you the story about my Ghost of Tsushima. Had it on PlayStation. Remember when I got locked out of my stupid account and I had sold my regular PlayStation, and Jay Nunez in here. Jay, I swear to God, I will boot you out of here if you act stupid today. On God and them.
I'm being a good boy. I was just going to say, I'm wondering why the ponies ain't stepping in here and saying something.
Oh, okay, good. Jay sounds dope, definitely dope. This is my guy. What's crazy is you left over 1,000. I think it was 1,000. I got to check. Right, hold on. Where you at? You're here. No. I think your total, this week, you left 242 comments this week alone. Right?
But I'll be talking.
Yeah, but your total, where's your total? Your total is up there, bro. Like you're one of the most that comments. But anyway, what did you see?
I always try to hit. To me, honestly, Yotei looked roughly PS3 graphics. It wasn't a comparison.
It looked like PlayStation 5, but it didn't look like it was running on a Pro. Hold on. Even Huff with the member for 15 months, Soldier S rank. I salute you, Soldier. PlayStation gamers like to play with themselves. Yeah, they could jump in here. The link is in the description. You could jump in there. You could tell me that you're king. You're absolutely wrong. The game looked goated. Did it look better than original Ghost? I don't think so.
No, it looks rough. I hope they do a good job, though. Don't get it wrong.
They got no choice, bro. This is the only game they got this year, bro. This is the only game they got.
I hope they polish it and it looks great and it's a good game. Like, don't get it wrong. I hope it looks good. But right now it looks rough.
It looked like DLC. It looks like DLC. Is this DLC? Is this one of those smaller titles that didn't break the budget and they're hoping that it pays good?
Because, of course, but how's it gonna pay good? Got to put it everywhere.
Well, I don't think it sells well on the PlayStation 5. So it's a matter of time before it comes to the PC. So you're looking at probably 6 months that it's coming to the PC, right?
Yeah.
During that 6 months of them coming to the PC, does Nixus get the port ready for Ghost of Tsushima to come to Xbox? Because after it makes it to PC, which will be a Windows game on Steam, it will be a Steam game, which will be able to be played on the next Xbox hardware, which will be able to be played on the Xbox ROG Ally X. So we'll be playing Ghost of Yotei on the Xbox platform within 6 months after it launches. The Angry Therapist is a $2 super chat. Is the game even in a finished state? That's a good question.
Definitely not.
It doesn't look like it, right?
No.
I'm not. Listen. First, I want to give every PlayStation dude. I want to give y'all your props for being as scared as y'all are, for as much crap that y'all talk, for not jumping inside the Discord. Now y'all all gonna tell me that you're working and you got jobs, and it's
Jelly
It's 5:37. You're not working anywhere. You don't. But hold on. Jason Redwood, $2 super chat. Ghost of Yotei looks like a PlayStation 4 game. I would say a PlayStation 4 Pro game. It didn't look as good as Ghost of Tsushima.
But at least the physics look decent. It just needs a lot of polishing.
It did.
The physics
it did.
look decent. I'll give them that.
When they did that half screen joint, the cinematic view, frame rate picked up, everything picked up, looked good. Get
it there, PlayStation, because I want a good game to play.
It's a variation of the Hateful Eight, shrunk down to the what is it? The Bitter Six. Because Ghost of Yotei sassy. Yo.
Yeah. What'd you say? A little zesty.
It
was a little zesty.
It gave a lot of sassy vibes. How I want to know how many of y'all ninjas out there gonna put on a pink mask. Are you gonna be running through the bushes with the pink mask? Gave mad sassy vibes. Yo.
Long legs and pink masks. Let's go.
Where is she hiding the swords at? She pulls out these poles and these swords and these weapons from where?
I'm not even gonna get into that because I'll get in trouble.
This is true. Yo,
I'm being a good boy, King.
Undeniable with the $5 super chat. When will King and IOP move on from console war BS? Reasonable people don't want this.
The same day the ponies do, bitch.
First, don't curse at them.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Don't curse them. Thank you, appreciate that. First, I appreciate the $5, right? Console war. You're at Xbox Frontline News watching an Xbox dude talk about PlayStation games. Did you honestly, in your right mind, in your smooth brain, think that you were going to come and get an unbiased, untethered response to a game that's released and exclusively for the competition? Do you think that was going to happen? Wouldn't it be nice for you to go, Jay Barry is on right now. Jay Barry is on right now. You could be on Jay Barry. You could super chat. You could be in the echo chamber. You could you could be over there with him. There's PlayStation dudes. There's Marlon or Reimagine or whatever that dude name is, or the Zesty Panda. You got a lot of these dudes that's up that you could go there and watch them right now, and you don't have to be here. But you're here because I'm giving you what they're not giving you, entertainment. So please, boy, let me do my thing. Boss Red with 77 with the $2 super chat. Sony, if you're failing at convincing me to spend money with you, yeah. I don't think that thing there, I don't think that there proved their point. Now, you can say that it's not DLC. You can say whatever. I get Jack Move Johnny and ask Jack Move Johnny what he... You know who I respect? I ain't gonna hold you. Throughout this whole console war stuff, I respect Jack Move Johnny. I respect him because he been telling y'all for a minute it's been what it is and what it ain't. Right? If it's lit, it's lit. If it's not, it's not. And he'll tell you. And I respect Jack Move. I respect Jack Move Johnny. I'm not gonna hold you. Now, there's some Xbox dudes in the Xbox community that I don't like and respect, right? Like, I don't like nobody telling you don't go get a PlayStation. I don't like nobody telling you don't go get a Nintendo. I won't tell you that. I will tell you to go get that. I got those. I do that.
We're gamers.
I support. I'm telling you, I got plays. You thought I was watching to hate? Boy, I'm watching to play. But if I'm going to poke fun, the rabbit got the gun now, B. And if you got a problem, the link is in the description. You can jump in. You don't have to. You don't have to pay no money to jump in. You don't got to be a member to jump in. Tell me your points. I don't want you to spend no money. I want you to do what you can't do on everybody else's channel. I want you to jump in that chat. I want you to tell me. Jason with the $2 super chat. You tell him, King. I am a dudable with the $5 super chat. I'm not a PlayStation fan. I'm an ILP fan, and I'm telling you that this because content is going nowhere because real gamers have moved on. Last weekend we did 1,000 watching.
I think it cracked almost 1,100 at one point.
Yeah, there are people that's watching. This is not IOP. Don't get Xbox Frontline News confused with IOP. Don't ever do that part. Right? Because the views and expressions of Xbox Frontline News is not ILP's views and expressions. This LLC is King's LLC. The LLC I have with ILP is an LLC I have with ILP. Right? Don't ever confuse that part. Like when you see Frontline,
CEO of this.
Yes, when you see Frontline Gaming Streams is Frontline Gaming Streams. That's where you can go. You can see me playing Nintendo. You can see me playing PlayStation, Xbox, or whatever. Right? So the views and expressions of Lord King David on Xbox Frontline News is my own. Now, I respect your money, but unlike anybody else, and unlike ILP, not ishing on my team, you can jump in the chat. You can have a conversation right now. You can tell me why me giving my opinion based on as an Xbox and a gaming consumer. I have Nintendo online. I have PlayStation online. I have all the consoles, and I game here mostly. What I saw, did it excite me to play something? But the Angry Therapist with the $5 super chat, when PlayStation saw Greg, I was worried. When we saw Greg, I was worried. PlayStation dudes need to speak up and out. Who the hell is Greg? Who's Greg? When we saw Greg, when we saw Greg, I was worried. Who the hell is Greg? Y'all got to tell me Greg, bro. I'm out the loop. I wasn't on Twitter today. And if you talk about Greg Miller or something like that, I didn't see Greg Miller. So remember, I watched the stream straight from Sony, so I didn't watch it on Kind of Funny or anything like that. So you got to let me know. I don't know, please. But Yobi, what's up, brother?
Yo, King, can you hear me?
Blessings. Who's Greg?
Bro, I just got off work. I don't know who the hell they talk about.
Me neither. Now, I'm not going to go as far as telling you PlayStation is dead. I'm not saying none of that stuff right now. What y'all saying is we're at a time where people are doing something strange for some change. Don't act like y'all ain't seeing it. I'm seeing it, B. All right? Like, I'm seeing it. Don't tell me that they ain't doing. They're colluding. Don't tell me they not. They just
Taking
both magically put games out that have an impact on the same day. Stop, please. I don't care no more about that. All right. Now, when I'm talking about my peoples that's here, Scott Wolford with the $2 super chat. All gamers are real gamers. Keep it in 100. Who's Greg? Facts. Yo,
who is that guy?
Angry Therapist with the $5 super chat. The Halo Infinite showcase when the brutes didn't like. Oh, you talk about Craig face. Oh. Yo, yeah.
Oh, Craig.
He's talking about Craig. All right, so he's talking about Craig face, y'all. Facts. Listen, thank God we ain't see Craig face, right? But we saw a bad frame rate. That Halo looked good but dude zoomed in on an NPC that was in the corner, right? Come on, man. I'm pretty sure if we zoomed in on one of these NPCs, we would see Craig face on one of these dudes as well. But the problem is, we not
zesty with Yotei.
Yeah, we not zesty, sassy gamers. Like, we don't care to zoom in and just get your details, right? We don't get down like that over here. But
what's your IP address?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a game that is already out, that is doing the same thing that they're doing, if not more, at a greater scale, and ask you, does this game beat this game in the sense of what it's delivering? Now, I'm not telling you don't go buy the game. If you saw anything that you saw on that screen and you felt that it was a continuation to a story that you wanted to play, then go ahead and go do so. I'm not knocking your hustle. I got a ton of games that I'm playing up until that point. Actually, October looks bananas for Xbox, right? Jason Redmond with the $5 super chat. A pony butt hurt because a multiplayer console gamer not in love with PlayStation. She not that pretty to me. PlayStation is not as sexy. I was championing the PlayStation 5 Pro just so what you saw on screen with the frame rate issue don't show up. Understand, I'm a gamer that wants to game at the highest that you have available to me. That's why it's a Series X right here. It's a Series X in the red room. It's a Series S upstairs, and there's another Series S upstairs. And inside the media room, it's another Series S. But those are rooms that I'm not gaming in like that. Those are rooms that if I'm jumping on something, I'm going to do that. But these main hustle rooms, they're going to have the best. PlayStation 5 Pro is down there. That's what's going to happen. So me not liking your thing of choice, that's nothing. I'm not knocking you. You don't got to like Xbox. I'm not trying to convert you. But what I'm trying to tell you is what ILP does, that's what they do, right? Attic is going to have his opinion. This is why we work. Attic has his opinion. Salve has his opinion. I have my opinion. And Cog has his opinion. If you want more of Cog's opinion outside of ILP, you can go to Defining Duke. And you can go to Colin's situation where he does Constellation and he does different things. If you want more of Addict's opinion, you're going to have to go to Addict's World and see Addict's channel and just join in and listen to him. If you want more Sovereign, sorry, sucker, you're going to have to wait until ILP, until I can convince him to do other things. But we got some stuff that we're working on now. But if you want more of the king, I do my thing. I'm handling it, baby. I just did 660 videos for y'all, bro. I did over 1,000 shorts. On the other channel, I did over 300 videos of streaming. So don't tell me that this ain't a lane for somebody that likes this. These Xbox dudes don't get a chance to have real positive Xbox talk, and I'm here for all that. And if it has console warring tendencies, well, I'm ready to shoot my gun at all times.
Some king seize them.
Facts. So tell me, Yobi, my bad for cutting you off, brother.
It's what you said earlier. I'm still shocked. Yo, why does Sovereign not have a damn channel?
All right, so
for real,
Sovereign works 2 jobs. Okay, Sovereign Sovereign is pulled in many different directions. Pause. All right.
You did mention that in the past. Yes, you're right.
Micro Zero with the $2 super chat. That was so dry, I had to watch it in the rain. Yo, you so stupid, B. You so stupid,
that was pretty
B.
decent, though.
That was a hell of a super chat. That was a hell of a super chat. That was a hell of a super chat.
Nice one.
Yo, I'm just saying.
That was fun.
I'm just saying this, right? The game, to me, didn't blow me away like the first time I saw Ghost of Tsushima. Right?
Right.
And if somebody going to tell you that it did, blessings. If you're invested in that world, blessings. One of my favorite games of all time is The Last of Us 2. Best game of all time. One of them. And I'm going to tell you, South of Midnight is bumping up against that. It's really, it flip-flops any day of the week, right? But The Last of Us 2, for me, showed me where gaming is and how I matured as a gamer. What I wanted from gaming. And sometimes I want silly, sometimes I want zany, but sometimes I just want a well-crafted story wrapped around uncompromising, uncomfortable situations. And it gave me that in spades. It gave me the ability to be fearful when I'm picking up a controller. I felt the same way in South of Midnight. Absolutely terrified. I thought they kind of wussed out on the end because I thought that story was supposed to have a different ending, but I think that they felt that it would have dragged it too far deep under. And they wouldn't probably be able to recover from it because they didn't want to make Hazel a bitter witch. You understand? So
that's how most witches end up.
Yeah, but this
bitter.
And if you see the story, there was some witches that were there that were bitter at the end with Hazel's story, right? But see, The Last of Us didn't give a damn about your feelings of a good ending or a good story. There's no good stories in the real world. So in the real world, what it did was that the ending,
they told their story
where Ellie came back, and when you go to choose revenge, understand if you dig a grave for one, you're digging it for two, because the life that you own is no longer yours. Like, it's these parables and these things that gives games gravitas. This is why I love Neil Druckmann. I love Neil Druckmann's vision. And there's a lot of games that actually pull you in with these type of things. So if I don't feel that, if I feel Jin Sakai's story, and Jin Sakai's story is that of an honorable shogun who has to do it the ninja way because of what's been wrong, and the mongrels is fighting dirty, and he had to get down for his crown and go through the mud to go get it.
I'm just got to put in that dirty work.
Facts. But how many times do I got to see the Hateful Eight story told over and over again in a different skin? They just did it with Assassin's Creed, right? So if I put up Assassin's Creed and I ask you a question, does this game look better and it's available now? Do you wait for Ghost of Yotei, right?
Yeah, I feel you there, because that beheading looked so fucking clean.
Yeah,
it's so clean.
It's no problem. It's a lot of things there that shows me maybe the game is still working on, right? Jimmy Mack with the $2 super chat. Yotei is just made Japanese Kill Billy.
Hey, we hope it's that good.
I think they will keep away from a skin tight suit out of fear of that reference, right?
I hope not.
Because I don't care about dress up doll time. I think they spent a lot of time on customization, right? And I think customization, dress up doll time. I'm not. Dress up doll time means that you're chasing a demographic that I don't give about. That's not me. I didn't get my GI Joes to change the scarves on their neck and the helmets on them.
I want to be able to cut your hand off, catch your sword out of there, and decapitate you.
This is the parts that I'm talking about. Where was the evolution of the actual gameplay, in the sense that you showed me that it was different styles and weapons that you showed me, but during this evolution through the gameplay, were you able to switch between double sword and then switch to single sword in mid gameplay and chop somebody off but finish them with a dagger or something like that? I mean, I want to start seeing exactly where can you take it. Where has the gameplay evolved? Now, you told me that the gameplay evolved with the customizations of the weapons and the palette swapping of the dress up. I'm not here for dress up, right? Is this Ghost of Yotei or is it Ghost of Woke? Right? Is this the last of the DEI situation, or is Neil Druckmann's Intergalactic the last of the DEI situation?
Are we playing a killer game, or are we playing dress up?
Gamesley with the Gamesley notebook with the $2, Canadian. Alan Wake is a better storytelling than The Last of Us 2.
It's pretty good, but I don't know.
For you.
You can't compare that one game to all of those.
Alan Wake was really good.
Alan Wake is really good, but I will put Alan Wake up against Silent Hill 2. And what are you talking about? The new Alan Wake? The one with the serial killer and you get out the water and you butt naked? That one? That one?
I prefer the original.
I gotta play that one. All right, because I have it. I started it and I didn't finish it. When I got to my little board and started doing all that stuff, so I can't sit there and fight you on something that I didn't finish. And I'm not going to talk out of a place of ignorance. So this is why I'm going to say for you, maybe, right? But I got to play it. So if it's a recommendation, if it's a game recommendation that you got that you want, just put recommendations. Y'all can hit me with recommendations. Yo, King, I want to see you play this on Frontline Gaming Streams. I want to see you do this. I want to see you diversify your palette. I want to see you play whatever. Remember, I have everything. On the 17th, I'm definitely playing Donkey Kong. I already hit the Iron Bank. That game is showing up. So I'm playing Donkey Kong on the 17th. But
play Donkey Kong in forever, dude.
Dude, should I finish Ghost of Tsushima so then when Ghost of Yotei does come out, I can play? Because I'm trying to finish up Death Stranding so I can get to Death Stranding 2. And remember my opinion that I had of Death Stranding before I got a chance to play it. So again, I think seeing is believing. I think the retail version means something. Did Sony do anything to anybody that was waiting for the game right now? I don't think so. Anybody that was sitting on the fence? I don't think so. If a collector of a console saw it, yeah, I think you did. I think you made a concerted effort to get those people to buy into getting that console, right? If you haven't had a PlayStation now, so I understand they're going for the holiday. It looked nice, but why not do what Xbox does and just sell the plates? Why do you have to gouge your fan base to a point where those things that you're selling is unnecessary for an existing fan? There is a lane for you to make money. If you exploit that lane, which is very lucrative in the IPs that you do have. I just don't like, see, when I talk to Aaron and I expressed to Aaron Greenberg that I do like the raps. And he said, well, if you like these raps, right? Then what up, Supremacy Live? That's my dude. That was my first moderator.
I know.
And I'm like, I do like the raps. And he's like, if you like these raps, we got some more coming. And I got the Doom rap and I got the controller, and I did see a couple of custom controllers that are actually showing up for PlayStation. I don't have multiple PlayStation controllers because I don't really play on them like that. I do got the Astrobot controller, but
the Astrobot controller is fire.
I think the Astrobot controller was probably one of the best controllers that they made, for that. So again,
oh yeah,
yes, sir.
I'm just gonna say this. Did anybody see anything there that made them say, "Oh my God, I can't wait"? And did Xbox guys start to salivate, saying, "Now we know that Ghost of Tsushima is coming"? Because when you're moving on to the next IP and you can't sell it to the PlayStation fan base no more, Ghost of Tsushima, you already remastered it, and you can't sell it to the PC because the PC already got it. So the next frontier is Xbox. Because Xbox is going to get that game whether you like it or not, from hook or crook. Right. We're going to get your games regardless to what this October. This October, I'm going to make sure that I have an Xbox ROG Ally X, and I'm going to be playing all of your games, whether you like it or not. And somebody keeps going around. Somebody keeps going around.
Hill divers.
Oh, we're going to do that on August. Everybody keeps telling me that you got to buy your games over and do all this. Listen, you're telling a person that just sold his regular ROG. I was playing my games regardless on my ROG. I download them natively. I didn't have to have no Wi-Fi or nothing. I'm playing my games. So don't tell me what I can do and what I can't do with that machine, which is going to be at least 10 times better than the machine that I just had, that I liked. I didn't love it because I didn't like the operating system. This operating system promises to be 1,000 times better. So it's going to be better than my Steam Deck.
Ergonomics.
Yeah.
Ergonomics.
So if it's better than my Steam Deck, my son is going to get my Steam Deck. And he can't wait for that. So, listen, man, this is Xbox Frontline News with your boy, The King. And I personally gave the invitation to any one of you PlayStation dudes, any one of you Xbox dudes that just wanted to come up and jump inside the chat. This is not an exclusive thing. You don't got to be a member. You don't got to super chat to get in here. And there's no disrespect to your money. There's no disrespect to anything. But if you're looking for IOP type of sensibilities here, go watch IOP.
Yeah, this is the front line.
Right?
Guys.
Right? When you clicked on it, you was coming here for Xbox talk with an Xbox bias made for Xbox people talking ish on ponies. This is what we do.
Wait till we put Spider-Man in that green suit.
On everything that I love, we will go down fighting tooth and nail. Whether you like it or not. I told you I'm highly favored and blessed. And I told you Helldivers want to show up. And if you thought, oh, what's going on?
Here
People
we go.
bopping in.
Oh,
See,
Mello,
every time I'm about to jump out. Shout out to Carmelo Anthony, my man, my favorite player from the Knicks. What's good, baby? Talk to me.
Was good, man. I watched that stream you did. It looked good.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Did you like the game?
Prefer the first game. Not really interested in the spinoff for $70. That's just me.
It's
That's something you
$70?
pick up on the sale. Yeah, I just don't feel like paying $70.
Nah, it's gonna be 80.
No.
Oh,
I heard that it wasn't 80. I heard it wasn't 80. I know Jay Barry said it wasn't 80, so I don't know if it's is it 70 for the big package? Pause.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the whole package. Like
Oh,
$70,
so it's probably cheaper than that, right?
Yeah, it's probably like 60 or 50.
All
Because
right.
I remember the Lost Legacy was like 40, and then Miles Morales was 60 instead of 70 on the PS4.
Okay.
But then the 5 it was 70, so it's gonna be probably around $50, $60.
I'm down for that. I'm down for that.
Yeah,
We'll get it.
yeah.
So we'll get it for 40 on Game Pass.
Yo, you so
Basically,
stupid.
yeah.
Raging Bull, what's good, baby? Talk to me. What did you like? Did you like the stream? Tell me what you saw. Tell me what's going on.
I just joined, so I have no idea what's going on.
Oh my God, you just jumped in the chat? All right, so
Yeah.
we watched Ghost of Yotei and we watched the stream from PlayStation, and everybody has their opinion of it based off of what they seen, and I just gave my take on it. Jason Rem with the $5 super chat. Sony PlayStation needs a multi-platform money. Exclusive money is not enough. Facts.
Yeah, that's true.
All
Very
right,
true.
who we got in here? Who just bopped in? Lord No Face. Oh my God. Lord No Face, talk to me. You saw the stream. What did you think about it? Talk to me. I want to know.
Yeah, I definitely saw the stream. What up, King?
Blessings.
Up,
Blessings.
royalty.
Blessings.
Always great to be here, and it's an honor to be on stage. Listen, I think it feels like a Miles Morales. You know, I'm still kind of wondering why they needed
Facts.
But then you mentioned it was the only thing PlayStation had, and so I was like, that's why they put this whole state of play around it. Because I blink, I go take the chicken out of the oven, and it's done. And I'm like, wait, what did I miss? And so I don't really know if they're holding their cards back, because I'd like to see more combat. The reference with watching the combat from Ubisoft's game and seeing the head cut off and the gore and the action. You didn't see any of that.
Facts.
It's pretty. It reminds me of my experience. I did enjoy my experience in Ghost of Tsushima. I enjoyed kind of the back and forth, but it's not making me feel like I got to pick it up day one. It's making me feel like I can wait and pick it up and kind of see what it's about.
Especially since October looks like it's going to be a pack month regardless to what for everybody.
Yeah.
Big facts.
So
Game Pass going to keep you fat.
Well,
Just chill out.
the reason why we got Game Pass is so we can save up money to get our ROG. So everybody put a G away and just figure it out. You'll figure out the price at some point. That should be dropping soon. I think after we go to Tokyo Game Show, we should definitely have that price point. I think Gamescom should give you a little bit more of what's going to happen. But being that we had all the PlayStation guys show up to hear what I'm going to say, so they could clip and they could use whatever they're going to use, and they could say that King's coping. But anyway, my thought process is when you said Miles Morales, I was happy to get Miles Morales on my PlayStation 5. I'm not going to lie, and I thought that it used the palette a lot better. Remember, Second Son. Infamous Second Son,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
remember Second Son? And I think it went.
That was a good game.
Did it go to the PlayStation 4? I remember it had a platform switch, and I don't know if it went to the PlayStation 3 had a platform switch, or it was the PlayStation 4 that it had the platform switch to. But it had a neon DLC,
Oh, you're talking about First Light in 2015. It came to PS Plus. Yeah, it was free
Right.
for PS Plus users with Rocket League the
Well,
same month. Yeah.
but I mean, I had it when it came out. That's how old I am.
Yeah.
All right, so I had it when it came out, and that's what I felt Miles Morales was with Spider-Man. It was that neon package, right? The DLC. And it had extra.
There isn't a concert, it doesn't count.
Yo, I'm just saying, like, hold on. King Henry the Ninth with the $2 super chat. If Sony can't make a concert from it, forget about it. Yo, you so stupid. My question is this game that, like, is this their DLC? Are they cutting corners? Are they shortchanging us on AAA titles that don't feel as premium as the initial offering? I don't think
this right
that
now,
this one
with
don't look as good as the first one.
confidence, there will be no concert for this game.
Yeah, you're so stupid. But yo, I'm gonna let everybody get their closing arguments. I'm gonna go with you, Jay, since you jumped in here first. My man Jay Nunya, what do you think about the game? Are you gonna get the game when it comes out? What's going on? Talk to me.
I'm really hopeful that PlayStation does a good job with this game. They really need a couple of dubs in a row, or they're in really bad shape. And less competition and less companies in this business is worse for gamers. So that's all I got to say.
Facts
about that situation.
Facts.
Carmelo Anthony, my brother. If you saw it, and did you like anything, or just your overall thoughts before we close out?
My overall thoughts are I give it like 6 out of 10 showing. Looked pretty okay. Not a bad game, not a really great game that has me going wow. Definitely pick up when it's on sale. And it looks like Sony going forward is going to do what Sega does with the Yakuza series, where they reuse assets from the previous games to carry it over. It's cheaper to make, and then they sell it you for a lower price.
It is.
But it's not going to be as fun because, as you know, Sega knows how to make games. They have mini games. They got new things to keep you entertained, new stories, whereas Sony's going to rehash the old stuff that they did, like with Miles Morales with the original Spider-Man game. And now this one with the Ghost of Yotei spinoff, they're going to rehash old story points, give you like, hey, you remember that from the first game?
Facts.
Threw that in there, and then, and continue doing the same, third person over the shoulder walking simulator type games, which, isn't bad, but, it gets have more variety,
It gets kind of boring after a while.
Yeah, they start to look the same.
That's
what I'm
like their
saying?
specialty that they love there.
So let me get
them to the other ones.
Let me get No Face in on this. No Face. Let me get your closing arguments on what you saw. If you saw it, I don't think you said you saw it. I think you said you. No, that was Raging. So what you saw, what you thought about? Talk to me. No Face.
Yeah. I think what I saw was a continuation of something that's done. I think for some reason, I don't know if it's Sony or gaming companies in the whole, it's almost like they're scared to make people have to play the first game so that they can experience something bigger in the second game.
Facts.
It's unfortunate that they did that, because I do think Ghost of Tsushima was a really great showing and gave something for other companies to build on. But initially, it just feels kind of like a Miles Morales, like a DLC 2.5 kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't think Sony is dead by any means, but I do think that they're licking their wounds because they had a lot of failures. And,
so this was safe. This is safe. This is safe for you.
Yeah, this is safe. Safe.
I think exactly it. I think they're going to play it safe for the next couple of years. They're going to buy a bunch of Xbox first party games, put it on their consoles, and they're going to see how this console trading, game trading, everyone wins kind of concept works.
I think they got no choice.
We'll see something down the line after GTA. But
let me get the Raging Bull. Raging Bill, talk to me. What is your closing arguments? Even though you just jumped in here and you pretty much get a gist of it. Yeah. I know you're gonna say I didn't even see it yet, King. So, all right. So, you know what I'll do? I'll ask you something different, something that you've already know about. Helldivers and Gears of War, both coming out August 26th. Do you think it's collusion in the industry? Do you think PlayStation and Xbox planned that?
Oof. That's a good question. I honestly think that, there was definitely, I think it's more the studio side where they start talking about how they might look for more people to play and how they added in their lore that like they should have more people join and they have to build a new base and it's all complicated. So I don't know from a entire perspective of them coming together, or was it the studio trying to?
Okay.
There was definitely baby oil involved.
This guy. All right. And my man, legendary Yobi, the guy that has got a personal vendetta against COG and his disrespect for our beloved anime. All right. Hey, stop with the cursing. I'm going to boot you. Oh, Yobi drop. All right. So.
No, Yobi.
Yobi drop. All right. So, listen, guys. I definitely think there's collusion in the industry. Yobi's back. Yobi, all right, let me get your closing arguments on what you saw, what you think, and what you think is going on. I think he has something going on. Yes, Yobi. Yes. Legendary. Let's talk about it.
Listen, this is my closing argument. Lord King.
Yes, sir.
Cognito is going to get this work. That's all I got to say.
I knew he was going to say that. All right, listen, guys. I think Xbox, PlayStation is definitely in collusion with each other. I think that they understand where the industry is and what's going on. Also, to a bigger overarching thing, I think that y'all got to also got a chance to see that Nvidia is a $4 trillion company right at this moment, and Microsoft is stated to become a $5 trillion company within the next 18 months. They're right hot on their heels with this AI initiative, and I don't know if that bodes well for this industry. I think that the Xbox brand and the PlayStation brands understand that they have to make sure that the ecosystem survive. What doesn't work well for PlayStation is if Xbox guys get a chance to play PlayStation games via Steam without getting direct money straight from Xbox and using those MAUs. Yeah, you're going to get Steam money, but wouldn't you like to be already sold it on Steam, and wouldn't you rather put that product straight to consumer on Xbox? I think they're chasing that dough. I think they need another studio. I don't know if they take Ben's studio and make it a support studio. I don't know if they have a couple more studios, because I know Nixus can't handle the workload. But what I do know is Microsoft and Xbox has had a different initiative when it comes to their games. The reason why they're doing Play Anywhere is because I believe that these games are the Windows versions of games that are being launched onto the Xbox ecosystem. Me saying this is because I just saw Call of Duty World War II. Call of Duty World War II was pulled off the Xbox PC store because that store still has an open back end. But the Xbox version of that game was not removed off of the Xbox Game Pass back then because it's a closed ecosystem. But it's still the same version. It's still the Play Anywhere version. So understand, I think Final Fantasy 16, I think Helldivers, I think every game going forward that's inside that program, because if y'all got a chance to see the CES, when Microsoft was there, and they were there for 7 days talking to all developers, talking about make one game and have it played by everybody and all over the place. This is part of that initiative. How do you achieve that? By making one version of the game, make it ubiquitous between both platforms that you own. You own Windows, you own Xbox, make that one unified front. I don't know why it's separate. It should have never been. That was Bill's original vision regardless. That makes that 100% a PC in the room. And I don't know why it's a bad thing. I don't know why people are acting like it's a bad thing. We use PCs in our hand. This little Android device is a small PC. That's in my hand.
Same with your iPhone.
Stop demonizing the verbiage just because the other people can't. Versatility removes stagnation. Stagnation forms a bad situation like you've seen with Ghost of Yotei, right? You got to play it safe. Xbox is playing it loose and wild right now. All right, so I want to thank everybody for showing up. We had close to 300 people in here. I appreciate each and every last one of you. We already got the damn goal halfway there with me beating Addict and Demon Slayer. So, it says Beat Addict in Versus Live. Yeah, he wants me to change the name to Demon Slayer and all that other stuff. I'm going to be playing Demon Slayer on Frontline Gaming streams. There's no show tonight. Everybody get ready for Fight Night Friday tomorrow. Oh, go watch Superman. If you're going to watch Superman this weekend, please, everybody enjoy your evening. Y'all got the Glizzy. Pause. The Glizzy will be live on Saturday during the show. Y'all met that goal. You're savages. You're absolute savages. So I will definitely do that.
King.
Yo, you don't get the chance to dictate how I'm gonna eat that. Let me close this chat because you're gonna say something slick. Boop. Close that chat so he can't say nothing slick. But yo, guys, I appreciate y'all. And listen, when y'all come here, I want you Xbox dudes to know something. I want y'all to know this is a safe place for Xbox dudes. Y'all can fight in the chat as long as y'all not being disrespectful, talking about each other's families and moms and stuff like that. But there's so much disrespect going around with Xbox. Is game sustainable and all that other stuff? We're gamers here. We choose Xbox. I choose Xbox. This is Xbox Frontline News. And we're going to come here and we're going to do that. Right? So again, don't let anybody discourage you from loving something or liking something or being a fanboy. If they tell you that, oh, you're a fanboy something, be passionate about something in your life. If you're not passionate about something in your life, what is the sense of living, right? And one dude said, oh, you're 50 plus inside a banana suit. I will hope that you will get to the part of being 50 plus and be able to make fun of yourself and be able to entertain somebody who's having a bad day. They super chatted for it. They got exactly what they wanted. And I personally love the fact that I put a smile on somebody's face. King Henry with the $2 super chat. That's the way Rocky Marciano. Wait, that's the one Rocky Marciano. Yo, I'm elated by you guys, right? Because the Xbox community isn't dead. They're gonna try to tell you that you're dead. They're gonna try to tell you don't have any games. They're gonna tell you that your stuff ain't sustainable. They're gonna tell you that Xbox is getting out of the business. I'm gonna tell you.